Welcome to Pregnancy, Week by Week with Andrea. I'm Andrea Faulkner Williams, owner and co-founder of Tubby Todd Bath Company. This year we are expecting our fourth baby. I know, our fourth. We can't wait to add another Tubby baby to our home. In the meantime, I'm working on being pregnant. I'm feeling the ups and downs and highs and lows that come with it all. I want to share with you the tips and tricks I've learned throughout my 4 pregnancy journeys. I hope you not only find them helpful, but more than anything, you remember that you've got this, mama. I'm so excited to be on this baby growing journey with you. Welcome to Pregnancy, Week by Week with Andrea. I am Andrea Faulkner Williams, and I am super excited to be here to talk to you today about what to eat in your first trimester. I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist. I have just been pregnant 4 times, and I know that in your first trimester, you are still responsible for not only feeding yourself and your baby and everyone around you sometimes, and the last thing you want to do is go grocery shopping or look at food, and most of the time even eat it. So I thought I would walk you through some of the tips and tricks I've learned about how to figure out what to eat during your first trimester. Here's a few of the things that I've learned. First, protein shakes are awesome. Here is a maternity shake. I'll post a picture of it and I'll post the link below in the notes that I bought on Amazon that I never had taken in my other pregnancies. I love this maternity shake because it tastes good. I mix it with like PB2, almond milk, and a banana, so it's kind of chocolatey, and to me, there were some days that it made it like I couldn't even go near it. But most days, I'll have this in the morning and I'll sip it so it kind of helps settle my belly before I even eat anything else. I love fruit. I always love fruit, but sometimes some fruit when you're pregnant, like acidic fruit, makes you sick. But one of the things I've tried to do in all of my pregnancies is have a lot of fruit on hand. So always when I'm at the grocery store, I'm stocking up on lots of different types of fruit. Grapes, I love persimmons. I'm like the only person who eats persimmons, I think. But I love persimmons. It's the winter time, so there are a lot of places. Kiwis, little apples, like mini apples, so I have them that I can take places, a banana, just simple things that I can grab when I'm leaving the house so that I have a snack with me. That has helped so much in not only keeping my children fed, because I think they've been living off of clementines for like 4 months, but making sure that I'm eating as well, and also making sure that we're not all constipated from all of the bagels we eat, because that's happening a lot too. Trying to figure out other things to eat other than bagels, it seems like a challenge at this point. Anyone else? All right, when it comes to meal prepping for my family, I have a few simple meals that I always have on hand that require very little on my part. And let me tell you what they are for me, and then you think of a few that you know that not only your children will eat, but that your husband will eat. Or that maybe if he's preparing for you, that you will eat. So I have 2 to 3 meals I always have on hand. The first is spaghetti, the second are tacos, and the third is chili. And everyone, all 5 of us in my family will eat those. And they might get sick of me making them over and over again, but it is something that I've been able to throw into a crock pot or just boil noodles with spaghetti sauce and know that we are being fed throughout the week. And maybe your husband does the cooking and you want to tell him, hey, here's 2 to 3 things that I know I can always stomach right now, or maybe it's changing week to week what you can eat. Let him know or her know, your partner, what you can do, and then like have them prepare accordingly. All right, my next tip is really depending on your situation in life, but if at all possible, expand your food budget, because it is likely that you will want to eat out more and buy spur of the moment cravings when you're pregnant. This is real in my life. The blessing that we all have as pregnant women in 2018 is DoorDash and Uber Eats. Let's just talk about that. We no longer have to send our partner out. Like in Lady and the Tramp, you know when she sends him out in the storm to get chop suey? Do you remember that part? We don't have to do that. We don't even have to talk to him about it. We can just put it in our phone and chop suey or spaghetti or a brownie or whatever you want. McDonald's, whatever you want will show up at your door from DoorDash or Uber Eats at any time of the day. So although that is a capability that we have, I would set aside a food budget for your pregnancy and work that in, talk to your partner, make sure that it's something they feel comfortable with and say, hey, I might not be cooking as much, or I might be eating out more, or you might need to help. Make your food situation change in your home so that you can bring some of those conveniences, modern conveniences, into your food lifestyle in your first trimester, especially when you're feeling sick. When you do eat out, save half of your meal, because I have realized, or order smaller portions. I've realized in my first trimester that I am always happier if I'm eating small meals throughout the day. So one of the ways to make your first trimester food budget dime go longer is to save half of your meal and eat it later in the day when you start to feel nauseous again, or you need another little snack. So if you get the 2-taco plate, save one of your tacos, sister. All right, my last tip for you, girlfriend, is allow yourself to be happy. I have been pregnant in a lot of different financial situations, and sometimes when money felt tight, I would think, well, I need to eat this, gross leftovers that I have because this is all we can afford. And although maybe that is true, go into your fridge and take some parsley or some fresh Parmesan cheese out and put it on top of whatever you're eating and make it your own, and try to make everything you eat the best that you possibly can. Save up, dates with your girlfriends to go to your favorite yogurt shop or a smoothie place or a hamburger place. Try to enjoy food as much as you can, because there will be a lot of painful food moments, and even watching me talk about food might be making you sick at this very moment, and that's okay. I just had one story I wanted to tell you and then I will end. A few months ago, I was craving French onion soup. Somebody mentioned French onion soup and I was gonna kill anyone until I got it. I didn't want to eat anything else for days. I have something I suffer from, it's called food envy. I made it up. And if somebody mentions something when I'm pregnant, I have to have it. And I just think about it until then. I couldn't find anywhere that I could DoorDash or Uber Eats French onion soup, so I decided one day during nap time that I was gonna make it, and I looked up the recipe, and I found the recipe, and I didn't have all the ingredients, but I did it anyways. I didn't have Gouda, I used aged Parmesan, I didn't have cooking wine, but I used chicken stock. But anyways, I made the most amazing French onion soup, guys. Like, it was so good. And a few days later, I woke up on a Sunday and I felt so sick. I didn't want to eat anything. And I thought to myself, I have leftover French onion soup. And I was so proud of myself for putting me as a priority and making that French onion soup. And then also proud of myself for being okay with waking up on a Sunday morning and eating French onion soup at 8 a.m. and not feeling any judgment, not feeling bad, and just savoring every bite of that French onion soup. I hope that that story didn't make you nauseous, and I also hope that you can find ways to do that with your food during your first trimester and throughout your pregnancy, because there will be some tough moments having to do with food, so savor the good ones. I hope you have the best week. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Andrea, and I want to remind you that you've got this, mama, and I can't wait to talk to you next week.